I guess I should do like some sort of like unboxing, but do it in the car or no? But back to the story, okay? The people that I've encountered, minus one person, has been a little nasty. I have not fussed with my whole trip, and I do not plan on it. Hey y'all. So first of all, it is 5:30 on August 3rd. I've done a terrible job of recording today. I brought my camera with me so that I could vlog and didn't vlog a thing. Here's what I got today. I got a matcha down there. I have a crepe. Like, this was a crepe. And then I did a little shopping at Sephora and Nike. I have a trip coming up. We are going to Jamaica on Tuesday. Today is Sunday, so we are leaving in 2 days. I'm actually headed to pick up my daughter from my grandma's house. She's been down here at my grandparents' all summer because she got a job down in this area. So she has been working the entire summer, and now it's over. So now she's going to a seasonal position, where she'll just kind of come and work whenever she's off. But back to being a mom, back to, you know, going inside. For the moms that's out there that send their kids away for the summer, if you know, you know. That's one of those kind of conversations. If you know, you know. Like, we be outside and then we go right back inside when it's time for the kids to go back to school. So that's where we are right now. I am so disappointed in myself for not recording everything today, but honestly, I just wanted to be in the moment. I am so thankful that I had absolutely nothing to do today. I am like literally pulling into my grandparents in a second here. I spent too much money today, okay? First of all, spent way too much money in Sephora. I don't know about y'all, but Sephora is like a trap. Now, the good thing about Sephora is you typically only spend crazy numbers like once a quarter, you know what I'm saying? Because most of this stuff will allow you to just have it forever. But I bought a lot of like skincare stuff, not like makeup at all, because I'm getting to the point where I don't wear a whole lot of makeup. I guess I should do like some sort of like unboxing, but do it in the car or no? But y'all know I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a rookie. I'm a rookie vlogger. But and I have so much to talk about because I ain't talked about that in forever. But back to the story, okay? So I went into Sephora to get like either a tinted moisturizer or like that stick that I've been seeing everybody use for foundation. I went in there to specifically get that, or something like whatever I've been seeing, because one, I like the stick foundation kind of deal. It just seemed cool. It seemed like very intentional with where your placement is, because sometimes liquid can be a little all over. I have short hair that normally has waves, as you all can see, so sometimes your makeup can also get on your hair, and I just don't like it. So I thought the stick was a little bit more precise when it comes to putting on. I'm about to go straight to the house. Look at all this stuff I got. I'm about to go straight to the house and take a detox. But I bought this Fenty Beauty Ease Drop Blur Smooth Tint Stick. So this is not foundation, it is a blur and smooth tint stick. So this is kind of cool, but it blurs and evens complexion, light coverage, and a smooth glide stick. It's so good. But I put it on, and I'll have to do this when I'm like barefaced. But I put it on, and now you can't even see it. And I barely used it, so the tube looks like it's a little different than what I was looking for. Because you know, on Instagram and TikTok, you'll see like the rectangular type of stick, but mine is like a circular stick, like this. And I'm in a shade 21, so shade 21. And I got this specifically because we're not specifically for this, but I wanted to get this because we're going to a very hot area for vacation. And this, I didn't want like a whole bunch of makeup on. I wanted a no makeup look. So that's what I did. I got a no makeup look. And this is really just for my hyperpigmentation, which is honestly just right here. So, yeah. Now my child is here. Hey, y'all. We are off. I'm tired. Like, extremely sleepy. I got the kiddo over there. Some light in here. So I don't know what my hair looked like. I did it last night, and I'm tired, y'all. I need some food and some coffee. I'm hungry. We're headed to get Zion's passport because I think they lost the passport. I don't know how USPS got it because they weren't supposed to have it. It was also actually supposed to come through FedEx. So somehow USPS received the package instead of FedEx. And of course we know what happened. They lost it. So we're headed to get a replacement passport, and then we're headed directly to the airport.
It's so silly of me to act like I don't need you back. When all I can think about is that since I see you laugh.
Zion's first international flight. She's in Jamaica. Oh, y'all, that was a long flight. Like, I'm tired. I was tired. We gotta find our little stuff. Now we gotta go through customs. So I'm like, I fly international. I have to use the restroom immediately after.
Check into the lobby here, right? As soon as you get your room, you come up and tell me that.
All right, thank you. Hi. I'm sorry. Shaw. Zion out there laying in the ocean. Good morning. I look crazy. Don't like look too hard. I just want to say big ups to Fashion Nova for these pants because it makes your girl look like she ain't got no real stomach. Like, I mean, I look a little wild on this thing, but big ups to y'all. because it's kind of like loose, you know, around here. So when you have that little loose situation, you just don't look as big. So we're all about illusions around here. I want to show y'all this hotel room. So we're about to leave this room because I hate it. First, we'll start outside with the view. What view? Like, I mean, it's decent, but it's not what I'm used to. The ocean is here. That's cool. But immediately after, you see the top of the roof. And it's just like, yeah. So, hate it. Like, none of this is attractive to me. And it's super basic. Like, it's just basic, y'all. But the ocean is beautiful. Love the ocean. It's gorgeous. Love it. Top tier for sure. For that part. This part, that part, yes. This part, one of the reasons that we're leaving is because there's hair everywhere and it's not our hair. So where'd it come from? But anyways, we gotta go. I'll show y'all the lobby when we leave. I think I might have recorded it the other day, but then I'm gonna show y'all where we're going. Like, look at this. Y'all know I'm a realtor. This right here, it's a view. Like, what is that on the side of the bed? Like, what is that? Oh my God, it's so nasty. Oh, I feel like I want to itch.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Alright, so they have this coffee shop here. And it has like little stuff here. It's cute. Very cutesy. I came here yesterday, but they didn't have this stuff in here. So this looks good. Very tasty. This is like a jerk chicken sandwich. It looks really good. But I'm not gonna eat hard here because we're about to go to the other place. So just getting a snack. This, I forgot to show y'all the lobby yesterday, so let's look at the lobby. And I want to show y'all the difference between this lobby and then even these are not even home. And then where we're about to go. You see the lobby? So, like, okay, y'all, so we are in the transit car, like van. We're headed to the next destination, which is a different resort. We just left, what was the resort called? The Hilton, I think it was a Hilton. It might have sold something is in my eye, I think an eyelash or something. But oh, I hate when an eyelash get in my eye, y'all. But anyways, we went from Dreams, Rose Hall. Let me see how I can rank this. I would say a 2 out of 10. And the only reason I give it a 2 is because the people were really, really nice. Like, it wasn't the people's fault that was there. They were very accommodating for what they had to work with. So very, very sweet people. Love them. The hotel staff, I think his name was Dennis and Mr. Spence, like Paul Spence, and like exceptional service. So they were great, and everybody was just nice. Like, they were very welcoming and they understood, right? It was just the hotel. Like, the condition of the hotel was terrible. It was very outdated. It seemed like it was like falling apart. It was in worse condition than personally my personal home, which doesn't work for me. So it has to be at least at minimum the standard of where I live and up for me to be comfortable. Otherwise I'm not comfortable, and that's just common sense. So now we're headed to the Royalton, and I've stayed at the Royalton before in the Grill, but we're going to the one in Montego Bay. That one is called, because I think there's 3. There's like a sand something, and then there's a waters blue in Trelawney, actually. So this one is in Trelawney. It's about 22 minutes away from the Rose Hall. So we are in transition right now, headed there. And then I want to eat there because from my understanding, the restaurants that they have, I don't know what's in my eye, but the restaurants that they have are very similar to the ones in the Grill. Like, they've literally just like copied and pasted the Negril location and put it in Trelawney. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna try to like keep recording. We'll see. Cause, you know, I'm trying to be a blogger. I'm trying to be a professional blogger. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, mine. All right, I'm fine.
Okay, but this is like y'all can't really see it here. It's in a van and the windows are tinted, so it's a little tough. Zion, how's your trip going thus far? Are you happy of being at the house? This is my daughter, guys. So she's 16. She'll be 17 in October. And this is her first time out of the country. What do you think about just like what you see thus far?
It's different.
It's different. It's different. We gotta show her how us Jamaicans get down. I'm excited about it. So this looks just like the one in the grill, y'all. It's crazy. But okay, I want to show y'all the difference. Remember I was saying like there's a difference. I don't know how this one looks because I've never been to this one, but it looked kind of similar to the other one in the grill, y'all. It's definitely day and night from where we just came from. We'll see what Zion thinks though, because she'll be the determining factor because she ain't never been either one, so she's unbiased. All right.
Alright guys, I'm gonna show you the swim out part. Well, this is like the little lobby area in like the hotel. It's the swim out part. That's what we got. Not really sure what this part is, but it still looks nice. So this place actually has a little area for excursions, so we can book stuff. I didn't see that at the last hotel. This one's pretty nice.
All right, y'all, we're about to explore the situation out here. We have until about 2:30, 3 o'clock before it opens. Their buffet opens at like 12:30. It's 11 something right now, right? Zion left something. Something is in my daggone eye. But there's like a coffee shop. This is different. So they didn't have like a gift shop at the last one. I don't think they might have did. But oh, that's cute. That little outfit right there. Yeah, this is already better than where we were before. Because where we was at before, you can just tell. So now we're getting Zion a virgin daiquiri. Or virgin pina colada. Did you try that? You had a mix, right? Yesterday? I am gonna go find something to eat. Okay. So we got food area. Currently 12:37, so we have a little bit of time before we can actually check in. So we decided to just come on to the pool so that we can get in. Zion wanted to get in the lazy river, so she is lazy rivering it up. I just got out the pool. It felt great because it's so freaking hot. Like the amount of heat that it is outside right now is crazy. We had a situation. Let me see if I can go through my chain of events. I may need to get my phone so that I can go through the chain of events. The first issue was the check-in, which was very unwelcoming, very monotone, unenthusiastic, like just dry as hell. Okay. It was so bad to where I wanted to ask the girl if she was okay, because I mean, Bit didn't even have the slightest smile, okay, on her face. So she then sends us across the world. We get there early because we were leaving the other hotel. The only reason we left the other hotel was not because of the people. The people were incredible there. It was because of the accommodation. So the hotel just was not up to par. It had just recently been purchased by another hotel brand, and so they had not yet started the renovations, but she did state that they were about to start renovations. So they were fully aware that the hotel was outdated, whole nine. The staff knew that, and they were very nice, very accommodating. It was like, you know what, we understand. So they let us out of a non-refundable hotel week. So we were like, you know what, I'm going to go to a brand that I know because I've stayed at this brand before. So I'm going to go to a brand that I know so that I won't be disappointed again and pick wrong. Well, joke's on me because I picked wrong, okay? Although Zion actually literally picked wrong the first time. We're gonna blame Zion. So Zion picked wrong the first time because she picked the first hotel, and then I picked wrong the second time. So both of us, it's just losers right now. Today we're both losers, but it's okay, you know, because it was a day of being a loser. These bastards have been losers their whole lives, and that's the difference between winners and losers, is that we can bounce back. But what about y'all with your bad attitudes? What about you guys? She gonna tell us to, you know, we can come back or whatever around like 2:30, 3 o'clock when the room is ready. We already knew that the room wasn't going to be ready because of the time that we got here. So we knew that. Let me tell you how much we knew. We knew that because we knew that like the day before, I literally said it, and I was like, you know what, we need to go ahead and just put on our swimsuit and we can go eat breakfast, and then after breakfast go swim. So let's go ahead and put on our swimsuits before we even check out of the other hotel and come over here so that we can be prepared for the day, right? Because we knew it was going to take some hours for the room to get ready. Checkout is normally around like 3, 4 o'clock, and that's just general rule of thumb everywhere. So we were prepared. We had on our swimsuits. We were ready. We checked our bags in and we went on about our day. We missed breakfast because breakfast here ends at 10:30. So they had lunch that opened at like 12:30, I think. But I don't even think we got that lunch that day. I don't remember. But we ended up going to the pool. So we stayed at the pool for quite some time. And then we finally came back to the front desk and we was like, okay, is the room ready? Because nobody called us. So we go back to the front desk, and mind you, the girl had such an attitude. She didn't tell us about any of the amenities, nothing. Apparently there's this QR code, which we'll get to a little bit later in the story as well, but didn't tell us about it. So go back up and she's like, yes, the room is ready. Okay, great. So she gives us this little thing here, this little wristband, so that you can go and open up your door. Okay, so we come to the room, and we got like a swim out suite, and we come to the room and there's a single bed, and we're like, why is there a single bed when we got a double bed? Because I mean, if you're a parent, you know that you want a separate bed from your child, especially when you've been sleeping by yourself all the time. So now we got to share a bed. Like, I don't even share a bed with people that I be like coming on trips with. Like, why do I have to share a bed when y'all have 2 beds? So anyways, they was like, well, we only have 2 swim out suites, one on each side of the hotel, and we don't have any. So what we can do is we can bring your daughter a pull-out bed. I said, my daughter don't sleep on a pull-out bed at home. Why would she sleep on a pull-out bed here? No, I didn't pay for a pull-out bed. I paid for a double, because y'all know doubles also is more expensive than king. So I'm like, no, where's the double? I don't want a pull-out bed. Like, I didn't ask for a pull-out bed. We don't sleep on pull-out beds. So no. So she's like, well, so she kept like just repeating herself. And this was the second individual, by the way. This wasn't the first one, because mind you, we walked off, right? So we walked to the room, came back, and this is the second person at the checkout desk. The other girl's still over there helping somebody else. And I say, where's the manager? Because I don't even want to talk to you. You already dumb. You can't even speak when a person walks into the room. You have no like decorum. You just, second tip, y'all hoes need to also go to an etiquette class, because you just ain't learned your whole life. Like, you don't stand up when a person is walking in. You don't speak to them. You just stare. Why are you staring at me, heifer? Say hello. Say hello. Greet a person when I'm walking in. Anyways, going back to the story. So she clearly recognizes, now this is a little bit of a faster individual. She recognizes that I'm pissed off and goes and gets the manager. Ooh, she's smart. Thank you. So you go and get the manager comes over, and the manager's like, well, you know, we don't have a room right now, but we will have a person checking out tomorrow. So another dummy, right? She then goes on to say, So if you can, come back to the front desk tomorrow, just so that, you know, we can make sure that you still want to change rooms, ma'am. Nothing about this one bedroom that I've been so passionate about will ever make me not want to change my mind. Like, why would I change my mind on what I said about a one bedroom to a one bed to a two bed? Do you think the one bed is going to miraculously split in half like Red Sea and we're going to have two beds tomorrow morning? Okay, if not, then duh, of course I'm going to want my two beds still. That's the whole point of you even coming over here. Are you following the story? Are you taking notes? Because it doesn't seem like it. So anyways, I'm like, no, nothing's going to change. I'm going to still want the other room tomorrow. So I need you guys to take a note so that we won't have this issue again tomorrow, because all your staff is trash. Number one, they're all rude. They're all like, just lack enthusiasm. They all make me not ever want to come back, because like there's a difference. And I don't know if you all know your hotels, but the difference between a 5-star, a 4-star, and a 3-star is the level of service and luxury that you receive. I am not supposed to be doing all this damn walking, number one, to file a complaint. This don't even make no sense. If that was the case, I could have stayed at the Holiday Inn, babe, for $75. If I wanted to go and find the manager, I could have stayed at the freaking Motel 6. Not a 5-star resort. I don't get it. I don't understand it. So, anywho, that was the first occurrence, right? That was day one. That was just day one. Wasn't that a long conversation just for it to be day one? I felt so too. My whole day was wasted. That's an illustration of how my whole first day went. Oh, and by the way, people keep correcting me. This is how they are, right? You then come back and I say, I'm never staying in Montego Bay again. And you know, these keep telling me this is not Montego Bay, it's Trelawney. If I were you, I would change all of your promotion items then, if that's the case, because it all says Montego Bay. Nothing says Trelawney. Okay? Don't really care of the proper verbiage for this place, because whether it's Montego Bay or Trelawney, both of them is trash. Both. And maybe it should be in Montego Bay, and it might be a little bit better of freaking customer service. Just maybe. Who knows? It's just a, wild thought. That was day one. Okay? Day one. The manager says you're going to have to check out of your room at 12 o'clock. And so make sure that you come up here to the desk and just let us know that you're checking out so that we can get the other room prepared or whatever. Because they're still going to have to prepare, because mind you, the other people are checking out of the room. So they still got to clean it and, whole nine. So it's still like normal check-in time of 2-3 o'clock. Okay. So we again check our bags in and tell the people that we are going to be moving. And I told the manager, I said, please make sure that you're giving everybody notes so that they won't again be lost, because it seems like they've just been lost their whole career. So she's like, no, everybody will know. Like she's going like this. Everybody will know. Okay, cool. All right. So she says 12 o'clock. She said it more than once that we need to check out. So they did like a few courtesy calls throughout the day just to see how I was doing, whatever. Okay, cool. That was cute. Until it wasn't, right? Until you call me the day of checkout, and you call me and he says, hey, I'm just checking in just to make sure everything is okay. I said, yeah, we're getting prepared to check out so that we can move into the other room. And he's like, move into the other room? What room are you moving into? And so I'm like, well, the manager mentioned that she let everyone know that we're supposed to be moving to the other room. And so he goes, well, you're supposed to move. If you're going to move into another room, you should have been here at, I think he said like 11 or something. So I'm like, she definitely said 12 like 800 times yesterday. And I remember really well. I'm a Virgo. I remember dates well. I remember times well, like timestamp, everything. So I'm like, nope, she said 12 o'clock. Where's the note? Because remember, y'all, I asked her to put a note everywhere. So he goes and I said, go and check the notes, please. He goes and check the notes, and he's like, okay, 12 o'clock. Okay. So I still get ready, get prepared, go up there, drop our bags off. The girl says, again, like surprised that I'm up there. Okay. So nobody's reading notes. This is the trend that nobody wants to read a note. And I literally told her what I was doing. So she then goes, okay, well, do we have your contact information? You mean the contact information that I filled out when I first checked in? Yeah, you have that. I hope. If not, where's my information? So she walks around. She looks like she's looking for the document that I used when I first checked in, to ultimately just come back and say, you know what? Let me just get you to fill this out. So she gives me a piece of paper and tells me to write my name and phone number on it. Okay, whatever. Because again, I'm trying to practice my piece. So I just give her my phone number, and she says, okay, we're gonna call you when the room is ready. It should be ready about 2:30. All right, cool. We go do our normal routine, right? We go and try to get lunch at this point because it's 12 o'clock. Remember, breakfast ended at 10:30. You know, we keep up really and learn really quick. So we don't go and do stupid stuff the second time after we learn from the first mistake the first time. So the second time, we didn't have an expectation of breakfast. We already knew we had passed the breakfast. So we went straight to lunch. So we went to the buffet, which was great. That's the first good review. The buffet was incredible. Approved. We go to the buffet, we eat, we chow down, we have a lot of food. Awesome. Then I think we go back to the pool. Yeah, we did, because we stayed in the pool so freaking long. I've gotten so black. Wait a second, what time is it? Because I ain't got the first of a phone call, y'all. So the people never called. So I was like, let's go up here and just see. At this point, it's like 3:30, right? Let's just see if the room is ready. So we go up there and we're like, so now this is the girl from the first day, the first girl that we checked in with. So she back up that child with her same attitude. Her attitude just ain't ever gonna shift. She gonna have to marry her man over here, because I don't know who's gonna take that attitude. Because I just be like, are you ever happy? Do you smile? Do you laugh? Do you giggle? Because baby mad every day. But anywho, we go up there, we ask little angry bird if the room is ready. She looks just nonchalantly, honey, looks like how I just rolled my eyes. That's how she looked. Like, let me look. Let me look. Like, let me see. So she looking, child, and I'm just staring at her like, you nut. So anyways, she looking, and she's like, oh yeah, it's been ready. How long has been ready, sis? How long has been ready? You done had us sit out here and bake in the sun, okay? So I'm just like, whatever. Another one to the chin, right? I'm just taking them to the chin. I'm talking about my chin is iron at this moment. So we go to the new room, and that's when we found the 2 beds. And we're like, oh, we got 2 beds finally. Yay, 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 woo, 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 whatever. Go in there, child. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna do a room tour, because we finally moved into our room, and this is what it looks like, okay? So as soon as you walk in the door, you have your private water room here. So, which we love, because yeah, if you know, you know, especially in Jamaica, honey. So mirrors are everywhere. We have a jacuzzi tub here in the middle, which I never use because I just think they're dirty. Then we have a dual vanity here. We have a shower here. And it has your rain shower, little shower heads, very spacious, very nice. Everything is super cutesy, very clean. They made these cute little things on the bed here, which they probably should, because I have not had the best experience. So I think they're trying to win us over, which is fine by all means, because some people don't try. We have another full-length mirror here. And then we have a separate bed. So the first room had only 1 bed, y'all, which I can't do with a grown 16-year-old child. So the answer was no. But this one here, another little cute little whatever, little shebang, cute little sconces around the mirror, another mirror. And then we actually have a swim out room. So our room is right towards the end here. So I'm going to open this, and we're not going to keep this open long because there is a lot of mosquitoes out here and bees. But our private pool area is here, and it overlooks the pool area there. We've been sitting like right there the whole time, but this is our private pool area. So as you can see, but it's real cool for my daughter, you know, she needs to be in the middle of everything. But this is what the room looks like. It's very nice. Very nice. You have to keep the doors open whenever you are in the Caribbean. I mean, keep the doors closed, excuse me. Whenever you are in the Caribbean, keep the doors closed, y'all, because if not, you will have mosquitoes everywhere. We tried to book the reservations, the dinner reservations. So we tried to book them. The girl and I did this over the phone. Again, called the front desk. And the girl was like, oh, well, you have to book, the dinner reservations before 3 o'clock with the hospitality people, but you can go and just like, do a pop-up, but you got to be there by 6 o'clock. And we specifically asked about the Zen place. So we wanted to go to the Zen, and which is like this, like, the Japanese style restaurant or whatever. So I specifically asked her about that restaurant, and she said that we could go. We just had to be there by 6 o'clock, and they would ultimately like squeeze us in. So we get up there at 6 o'clock, and there's nobody outside. So we walked straight into the door, did not notice a podium, y'all, promise you. I didn't notice a podium at all. And it was because of how ill-fitting and like where the freaking podium was sitting. I didn't notice it. So I just walked straight in, right? So the girl like runs around the corner, is like, excuse me, and then goes to the door and opens the door and waits for us. And so I'm like, so what, you want us to come outside and talk to you? And she's like, yes. So we walk outside. I mean, the rudest bitches I ever seen in my life, right? So we walk outside and talk to this woman, and she doubles down. So, do you have a reservation? No. So they actually told us to come here by 6 o'clock, and she begins to laugh like, whenever a person does that, you want to get popped in the eyes, like right between the eyes, right? So you're gonna laugh in my face. Okay, so you're gonna laugh in my face, and you're gonna say, you were supposed to be here at 5:30. Well, when did that happen? When they said 6 o'clock? And let me tell y'all how I know they just out here throwing around 6 o'clock. Because the next day when I went to the reservation desk, she just said, we don't have any reservations for today, but you can go to these restaurants in plural, and you can just be there by 6 o'clock. So y'all are normally saying the 6 o'clock number. I ain't never once heard 5:30 until this heifer said 5:30. And then when I specifically asked the girl today about, well, I went to Zen yesterday, and the girl told me I should have been there at 5:30. She goes, oh, well, yeah, at Zen 5:30. When were you going to differentiate that Zen is at 5:30 from the others? Y'all the problem. Y'all don't communicate well. So anyways, the girl like goes ahead and continues to be stupid. So she's like, well, you can just come back at 7:30, and we can see if someone she said it some kind of way where it was like, she said if someone has canceled, then you can take their slot at 7:30. So I'm like, well, how will I know if somebody is canceled? Like, can I call up here? Can I blah blah blah? She goes, like I said, she's like, as I mentioned, you can come back up here at 7:30. I'm like, wrong person.
Nope.
Like, don't, as I said me, or like I previously said, or whatever. Don't do that to me. Don't do it. So at this point, I'm pissed off, right? And now I'm going off because, first of all, you can't say nothing stupid to me with your whole wig lifting. You have the worst wig on ever. All your glue is coming up. You can't be nasty with your wig lifting. You should be nice to everyone. You should be smiling, saying, hello, anybody want to come in? I even was like, well, can we just pay to come in? She was like, no, you cannot pay. This heifer was acting like the Zen restaurant was her restaurant. Oh, we ended up going to the buffet. That was good as normal. And let me say this, the people in the buffet, they're actually nice. I don't know how, but they're actually, got great attitudes. These other women, maybe y'all think y'all better than the other ones. I don't know what it is, but y'all gotta get it off you, because it's a bad look. So anyways, we go there, and then I don't know, I feel like we went to like a show or something that evening, and then we came back in. Cool.
Got this from the buffet. Got an omelet, fresh fruit, pineapple, watermelon, and my fave, French toast. And I'm just gonna put on a little piece of setting powder because I don't want my face shifting. Because period. Well, your girl likes a little mattified look. It's the quickest no makeup look ever. So that was, I should show y'all, Laura Mercier in medium deep. So I normally put that at the bottom of my face. And then I have the Makeup by Mario here. This is a warm honey, and I'm going to put that under my eyes. And I like to apply this with a sponge, because sometimes it feels too dry on my face. And I'm just not a dry female. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that. I think it's in my eye right now. Like, what's up with y'all? And y'all is my eyelashes. It's just gonna work once together. All right, so now I gotta put on my blush and my little nose. So I'm gonna use this little sucker, little square or rectangle, girl. Anything to pat this in. I like this little triangle thing because it's super precise in placement. I'm just really like getting into like precision makeup more than just doing stuff. I appreciate like certain tools that allow your makeup to be flawless, even when you're not trying to have it on. I'm really not over here trying to do a full beat, but as you can see, it's becoming, okay? It's absolutely becoming top tier, the top tier beat, and I ain't even trying. So we're putting on blush. This is MAC. I've always used this Lovejoy blush, like my whole life. I will probably never stop using it unless they stop making it, which I hope they never do, because I honestly think it's the perfect hue for us brownies. So super cute, love it. See? Now I'm going to put on my little shine on my nose, and that's it. That's all. That's the end of it, okay? So I use this little brush. I just tap my nose here. Like, actually, I rub it because, period, we need a little shine, babe. We need you to act like you got some sense, okay? And we're going to put a little bit above my lip as well. Because, period. And then I'm going to go put on some glasses, some little cute shades to finish off my look. I'm going to put on some perfume. This is Kayali Yum Bougie Mushroom, or Bougie Marshmallow by Kayali. So, spraying that.
Audio Jungle.
I'm dying. I put my little Gucci brooch on because I have on some like little cute white Gucci slides to go with this outfit. I'm gonna show y'all in a second. Just hold on. Just hold your horses. This little toiletry bag is what I've been carrying lately because y'all, it's so tea. Like, it's from Amazon, but it can fit the whole wide world in it. And I just love it. I just love it because y'all know that I be having the most stuff. Let me take this off. I was trying to find my scarf so that I can ensure, look at this. So this is what you don't want. You don't want that separation in color on your face after you do your makeup, because, we be doing our makeup and having our hair wrapped. So what you got to go back and do is blend it in. So we just got to blend it in, okay? And look what I just found. A doggone, I found my foundation brush. So I'm just blending it in, girl. Just blending it in so that we can have a seamless transition and not out here looking like spotty Odie Deplacious. Get you some outcasts in your life. Okay, so it's like a piece of hair that's bothering the dog mess out of me. Okay, she cute. Ooh, I'm sweating like right above my lip, child. Ooh, ooh. Okay, cute. Hair is cute enough because it's all you're gonna get. But when I put on my little shades, it'll help it out a little bit. As I mentioned, my hair is still wet, so I have to just look like this. Okay. So this is the final look for the face. I smell incredible. Thanks to Kayali. Hair's like that on both sides. Now let's go see what shades we want to put on. We'll come up in here. I'm thinking these shades because it just goes with the look. I'm gonna show y'all this dress in a second. Hold on. So we have cute little dress from Fashion Nova. I have some Gucci slides that a client bought for me for a closing and helping them out. The hair, I put on some hoops. So, and then of course my Gucci brooch. I go to the concierge. I was like, hey, I just want to see if I can get reservations or put in reservations for dinner. And she's like, no,
You have to go to the cabana. You actually just passed it. How you know I passed it? How you know where I came from? Were you watching me? But anyways, so I was like, okay. So I just went ahead and went, honey, back to the cabana where she was right. I had just came from. Literally was right next to me because I sat outside at 8 this morning. So went over there again, walk up. This is a cultural thing. This I know because all these heifers do it. I walk up and she just stared at me. And I don't think it's all Jamaicans either. I just think, because let me also put this out here. I'm Jamaican. So I think that it is just in this specific area, it has to be. Unless somebody, I want one of y'all that's from there to prove me wrong. Because I think it's in Trelawney, as they say. Because even when we was at the other hotel that was truly in Montego Bay, they ain't act like this. The grill, no problems. Like, great customer service. Everybody's happy. Great. It's just here. So we walk up again, nobody speaks. No one says hello. She just staring at me again. I'm like, hello. Girl, it's stressful. It's tiring. Anywho, she goes, how can I help you? How can I help you? How can I help you? Girl, whatever. So I'm just ignoring her. I'm trying my hardest to practice my ignoring skills because that's what my man said I need to start doing so that y'all heifers won't piss me off. But it don't be working all the time. But I actually did good and I just ignored her little attitude. And I was like, I just want to see if I can book like dinner reservations. And so she was like, for when? And I was like, every day that we're gonna be here. So I said, what do you have available? She goes, we don't have anything available. The only time that we have something available is on Tuesday, I think she said. So anyways, I said, you know what, because there's nothing available today, let's just book the culinary experience. So the culinary experience is typically at every resort where they will have a private chef to prepare a meal. It's like a 5 or 6 course meal for you and whoever you want to have. I've done it before and it's alright. It ain't all that, to be quite honest. But I just wanted something different for dinner tonight than the freaking buffet, because the buffet has been our saving grace. We've been eating there every day, morning, lunch, and dinner. She's like, okay, the culinary experience is gonna be $180 for 2 people. Okay, cool. So she's like, okay, well, follow me so that you can pay for it. Okay. So now I'm walking back across town, right, to pay for the freaking thing. She can't even ring it up there. Okay. So then she takes me to a restaurant to simply give me a receipt, not to ring it up again, but to simply give me a receipt. This is how bad this process is. So you got me walking from West Bumblefuck to another part of West Bumblefuck to ultimately still not pay for it, to then give me the receipt and tell me to go to the front desk and pay for it. So then I go to the front desk. I keep walking because at this point, I'm like, girl, you might as well just get your steps for today. Because, I mean, you got to get 10,000 steps anyway, so why not? Okay, so we go to the front desk and I go ahead and pay for it. This was the most pleasant experience. I don't know who the brown skinned girl is that was up there today. She was up there today around, I don't even know what time. It had to be maybe like 11 o'clock. Brown skin, and she had short hair. I don't know what her name is, but she was very nice, and she was at the front desk. That was the only pleasurable experience I had. She should actually become the manager. She should become the manager. You want to know why? Because as soon as I walked up, she spoke to me, and she said, hey, how are you doing? She said, then after that, she said, thank you so much for your patience, because I was waiting in line for a little second. But she said, thank you so much for your patience. I was like, what the hell? What the hell, Leonte? What the Halle Berry? Like, I was so shocked that somebody was so nice at the front desk, child. I ain't know how to act. I was just like, oh my gosh, hi, I'm here just wanting to pay for our culinary experience. I was all nice too. I was nice back. You see how that reciprocation works? When you nice to people, they be nice to you and vice versa. So anyway, she was super nice, whoever she was. I hope she's there tomorrow, so that I can get her name, because she's the only person that was very nice up there. So, but she went ahead and run me up or whatever for the culinary experience. I get back to the room. Okay, Zion's in the room. So I get back to the room and I'm like, just minding my business. I mean, just minding it. Get a phone call from the front desk. This is maybe 30 minutes to an hour later, okay? After I just paid $180 to tell me that they're gonna have to cancel our culinary experience. I cannot make it up. I can't make it up. She cancels the experience, and as she's talking, she's like, hey, I'm just calling to let you know we are calling to cancel the culinary experience. And so, and she goes, because, and she like pauses, and I said, because what? And she goes, hold on 1 second. So she like walks off or whatever, and she was like, oh, I'm sorry, I was trying to figure out why. So you called me and didn't even know why you had to cancel, whatever. So she's like, well, we cannot accommodate you all tonight. That was the reason, is that she just can't accommodate. Okay. So I was just like, okay. So she's like, so can we push you all to tomorrow or Tuesday? I said no, because we have plans for tomorrow and Tuesday, which we did. So she's like, oh, okay, well, I said, you can just refund me at this moment. So she's like, okay, well, if you want a refund, you will have to come back to the desk. Like, why you just can't cancel me? You already see that you got to cancel it, so why you just can't press the refund button? So she's like, well, I need you to bring the receipt back up here so that we can cancel it in the system. So I'm just like, man, y'all getting on my MF nerves at this point. At this point, you on my nerves because you just want me to walk. I don't know if this is like some sort of crappy ass game, but you just want me to walk. You want me to walk, okay? You want me to walk everywhere. And so now I gotta walk up there to get my refund, okay? So she's like, I'm so sorry, like what would you like for us to do? I said, I don't know. What would you do? Like, why everybody want me to do everything? You want me to walk everywhere? You want me to freaking go and find the fish and the shrimp from the sea, bring it back, like clean it and cook it? Like, when are you gonna give me a suggestion? So I'm like, you give me a suggestion. And she's like, okay, well, you said that you weren't able to get into Zen the other day, right? Right. Well, we can, get you into Zen tonight if that's okay at 8:30. Are you sure my name's gonna be on the list? Okay, my battery died. And my phone, my camera might cut off because it's hot. But anyways, so I was telling y'all about what else happened. She was trying to, ask me what did she want me to do for her, because she could tell that I was seemingly upset about all of the running around and just the inconsideration just day by day. It's just been a mess. Every single day it's been something. So she's like, what can I do? So then she tells me that she can try to get us into the Zen restaurant at 8:30. I'm like, are you sure? Are we going to be on the list? Because I would hate to go up there ultimately in my head and say, and cut up. Okay, because I didn't know if the same little girl was going to be up there or not. So I'm just like, is our name going to actually be on the list? And she's like, yes, your name's going to be on the list. Okay, great. So we get dressed and we headed to dinner. So we are outside. We're headed to this restaurant that ticked me off yesterday. We're gonna hope and pray that we have an enjoyable experience. I will say here, the little shoes that I have on are a little big, so they're sliding off of my feet. So yeah, this is my first time wearing them. I haven't worn them. I think I've had them for maybe a year, but I haven't had an opportunity to wear them. So here we are. It is so hot out here, y'all. It's Jamaica, so of course it should be, right? But whoo, babe. And with the shoe being a little big, it's like rubbing in between my toes. We gotta be here by 8:30. So thankfully it's not super far from where we are. So we are, I think they're having a party or something in the middle, child. They sound like they lit. The kid back there, she never wants to be on camera. Should have put some more lip gloss on. But anyways, hopefully there's a nice person up here working today. I pray. We pray. Restaurant is nice though. Look. I've been trying not to catch people in my little thing. Well, this is the restaurant right there that we're going to. It's called Zen. So it's like a Japanese experience here in Jamaica. You see the water, it's so pretty. To get to it, these are like other different little restaurants that's around here. It's super cute, see? Restaurants there, cute little lounge area. Very cute. So this is the same place that we came yesterday that no one was here. So we'll see where they are. Zen. Hi.
Are you here to dine?
Yes.
Let me get a
Okay. So this time, someone actually came up, so we'll see.
So no. All right, now, welcome to Jamaica. Your man, my name is Raymond.
Hands up if you're down to get down tonight. 'Cause it's always a good time. Slept in all my clothes like I didn't care. Hopped into a cab, take me anywhere. I'm in if you're down to get down tonight. 'Cause it's always a good time.
I actually called the room service people 3 times and asked them to come and spray. The guy kept saying, okay, we will come. Okay, we will come. What's going on again? I'm like, there's roaches in this bit. Like, I ain't saying this bit, but it's roaches, okay? And we had saw like 2 roaches at the time. I think it might have been 3 at the time. 1, 2. No, it was 3. It was 3 roaches at the time. So I'm like, okay, this is giving infestation. If there's 3 roaches, yeah, infestation, bro. I need you to come spray, because what I don't want is to carry these roaches back home with me, and they're like my suitcase or in my stuff. Y'all know how roaches is. Y'all ain't always been bougie. So I'm just like, I don't want to carry this crap back to the house. So y'all need to come spray. So that's the least you could do. So the guy never came, y'all. That was earlier. We're about to go eat. And so this time I just called again. This is probably my 3rd or 4th time calling, right? And so now I'm calling again. And this time I'm saying, okay, listen, we're about to go to dinner. It would be great if you all could come and just clean the entire room, because nobody has even come the whole day. And so he's like, okay. And so I'm like, if you all could just clean the entire room and also spray, so by the time we get back, the room is clean. He goes, okay, we can do that. We will do that. I said, we're going now to dinner, so we'll be back in like an hour. So he said, okay, we will do that. Okay, cool. So I'm expecting when I come back to the room that the room is clean. I go to the room. I come in the room. The room looks like how we left it. A mess. It looks a mess. So I'm frustrated again. I call and he's like, I'm like, nobody came the whole day to clean the room. He's like, well, why was that? Why did nobody come the whole day? Was it a sign on the door? Are we flipping the script from why I actually called? So I'm like, yes, there was a sign on the door at the very beginning of the morning that said do not disturb, that was then taken off. So I don't understand. Like, it's not the first practice that I've ever had of having a do not disturb sign, and then when I remove it, it's cleaned. It wasn't on there the whole day. So I'm a little confused. So, and not only that, the point is that I've called up here several times and you all stated that this room would have been clean. It's not. So anyways, he says that he's going to send somebody down there. Y'all, hours go by, nobody comes. Then Zion moves a pillow and she's like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, what? Girl, it's little baby roaches crawling all around. They're going under the bed. It's just, and it's a true infestation. Now I'm calling back to back. Nobody's answering the phone. At this moment, it is now like 12 o'clock at night. Might have been closer to 1. So nobody's answering, nothing. At this moment, I'm getting frustrated. I'm like very, very frustrated. I go to the front desk because y'all ain't picking up. So now I'm pissed. I get to the front desk and I tell her it's only one girl. So I'm like, you don't know how to answer the phone? And she's like, the phone hasn't rung. Oh, the phone ain't rung? As many times as I done called up here, the phone ain't rung. So now I'm pissed. I need to be removed out of this room immediately. That it is roach infested. I've called up here several times all day today. You guys said that y'all were going to come down here and spray. You have not. And if you think that I'm about to live in with roaches, you got another thing going. Like, I'm not about to have my stuff with roaches in it and then I'm taking the crap back to the house. I'm like, no. So she's like, okay. So she's standing there. So then this other little dummy comes by and he's like, what happened, ma'am? Sir, I am not about to repeat myself. If you want to know what happened, you ask her. So he's like, well, I'm just trying to help you. How can you help? Are you the manager? So he's like, no. Okay. So if you're not the manager, then if you want to just know the tea, ask her. I'm not here to repeat myself. So he just keeps doubling down, child, on the conversation. And so I'm like, I don't even understand why you're talking to me. You're still talking to me and you can't help me. So why are you talking to me? Because at this point, I'm like completely livid. And when I get like that, I get very ignorant, which is why I be trying not to get like that, because don't take me there, but don't keep. And then I told him, I said, you're just making it worse. You just want to continue to make it worse instead of learning when to be quiet. Just hush. Like, just stop. It's okay to stop. It's okay to walk away. Okay? Because at this point, my mouth is ruthless. And I'm just going off at this moment. So the girl was accommodating. Whoever this girl was got up and she switched our rooms immediately. Well, guess what room we got back? The original 1-bed room. So we're back sharing a bed. Me and Zion, same bed. All right, so we're about to document how nasty this room is. There's a bug crawling in here. I don't know if y'all see it, but it's literally crawling around. Not to mention, we killed a roach over here. That's roach particles. Here's another roach dead that we killed. What up, y'all? So this is our last day here at the resort. Excuse me. Thank you. Anyways, last day here at the resort. I will be providing an update. You know, I did like the longest vlog ever the other night. Just about the experience here. And I'm going to continue to do it. It has been quite an interesting experience. Even after the fact. So I did end up right at the president of the company and the general manager of this particular facility reached out to me and apologized. However, I slick felt like they tried to bribe me into signing this document so that I wouldn't post the vlog. So, not gonna do it. I did not accept the bribe as it was, first of all, extremely cheap and insulting compared to what we actually experienced. So, you know, honey, like before we end up leaving, Zion found another roach show. I can't make this up. Roach infested. It almost makes you not want to hear. But I am gonna go get me a salted caramel iced coffee before I leave. So we're gonna go back to the room. What's up here? Let's go back to the room and sit there for a moment. We're gonna get them to come and get our luggage. We're carrying around book bags and such because we're about to go. I have on this cute little jumper. I'll show y'all when I get back to the room. I have not been doing a really good OOTD post while I've been here to show my little resort wear, but I would like to say shout out to Fashion Nova for holding the player down. It's been good. I'm not a Fashion Nova girly, but so this was my first like real haul with them. Oh, jeez. The wind. When you out here and the wind is blowing. All right. So one thing that I did not do is check in because last night I didn't feel like getting up to get my passport. And for some reason, Delta's like my return flight was not showing up on my app. And my passport is actually saved into my app. So they were like, you got to show your passport again. And I'm like, for what? When y'all know me, you've always had like my passport. So, oh wait, let me show y'all. I forgot. Well, I'm struggling with the door. Let me show you my little OOTD. This is a cute little dress. It has little nice button details here. It's not a dress, I'm sorry. It's a romper. So it's actually pants. Isn't it cute? It's pants. It's very boho, giving bohemian vibes. Now there is a lining, which y'all can see down there. It's a lining, so it can get a little warm. I bought some Amazon shoes too that I saw like an influencer promote, but I just felt like it was cute. It had like gum bottoms, so it just kind of goes with it, but you're not gonna see them anyway because of how long these pants are. So I just needed something for the airport for comfort. I normally would put on a jean jacket with this, but I could not find my jean jacket before I left. So here's what we have. And I do have a jacket, but it's just not my jean jacket, but OOTD. And I put on just like a little paper boy hat. Again, we're just trying to get out of here, okay? So, oh, and let me show y'all the back. It has like a little tie detail back here. So it's real cute or whatever. Very cutesy. Very, very cutesy. You see?